Okay, here's the App Store app. Click on it. In the search field, type in Blue Letter Bible, and it's already populated, so I can click on that Blue Letter Bible and then click on the Blue Letter Bible, and then the download icon is the cloud with the down arrow. It's downloaded, open, and I'm going to say don't allow notification. Open up the Blue Letter Bible app. Okay, from the very top, we're going to go through the icons and then we'll go on the bottom. The top left is the Bible view. So right now it's under NIV, and the asterisk, the star next to NIV translation, means you have to have internet connection to be able to view NIV. And then on the right side, there's none. But let's just say I want NIV on the left, and the CSB or King James does not have an asterisk. It doesn't have a star. That means you don't have to have internet connection to look at that Bible version, translation. Okay, so now I have two views. But if I click on that Bible view again and I say I only want King James and none on the right side, so you'll have a single view. It's up to you. I use two. I normally use the King James on the left and the NIV on the right. And then the search field, that's the magnifying glass icon. So you can either enter the verse passage, like I want to go to John 1, let's say 3. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. Or you can do just a word search of every time the Bible says love. And then you have all of these verses have love in it. So let's just say we're going to go, I clicked on the first one, was Genesis 22:2, and it says, would you like to paste from Blue Letter Bible? Do you want to allow this? Allow paste. So clicked on that, and now the passage options populate. This menu opens, and then it says, yes, I've already copied it, so it's asking, do you want to copy it again? So I'll have it twice if I say yes. If I say no, replace the clipboard, then I'm saying I only want it one time. So Blue Letter Bible allows you to copy many different passages. So if you wanted to copy from the Old Testament and the New Testament, like 10, you just keep clicking on a pen clipboard. If it says yes, that means you already have that view. Let's say I click on the second verse, Genesis 27:4, verse 4, then it says append clipboard. If I say yes, then I'm going to have two different verses on my clipboard. So that means when I click paste, Command P, then, or whenever I paste anything, it's going to paste those two verses. Okay, so then we'll go back. I click the back arrow, and we're back to normal view. And then if I click on the John 1, you can have if you're in the New Testament, it'll open up to the New Testament, and you have all the books of the New Testament. So let's just say I want to go to Matthew. And then I clicked on Matthew, and then I click on chapter 1. Okay, so now if I click on, again, Matthew, and then I want to go to the Old Testament, you see at the very top, OT, NT. Old Testament is OT, New Testament is NT. So now I want to click on OT, so the Old Testament, and I want to go to Proverbs 3. And then if you want to long press, hold and long press Proverbs 3, and then you have options here. You can say, no, I changed my mind, cancel, or you can say Bible, you want to change what kind of Bible you're looking at, okay? And so let's do that again, long press, and then say you want to change books, and then you can change your book. You can go to the New Testament, Old Testament, and then I change my mind, cancel, and then long press again, chapter. Oh, let's say I want to go to a different chapter. Okay, let's go to chapter 31. Okay, long press again. Let's say I want to go to a specific verse. Click on 31 and you're at that verse. And then these arrows on the top right corner, left arrow takes you back to the previous chapter, and then the right arrow takes you back to the next chapter or the next book. At the very bottom, you'll see different icons. The star, if you want to bookmark a specific verse, you can say I want to create a folder and I'm going to do Proverbs. You can name it like that and create. And so now you have proverb. And then this folder is empty. Rename the proverb. Delete folder, you can delete it. So just take time. If you want to just put it in general, you can add a verse in there. So let's say I wanted to bookmark this. I would click on the verse 31 of chapter 30, and then here are some interlinear concordance. So here it gives you the Hebrew at the very top. This is what it looks like from right to left is how they write. And then these are the words, give, and then on the left side it says Natan. And if you want to hear the word, then in the middle section, in that little button, you click on it, and then on the
Strong's H 5414, Nathan. Strong's H 5414, Nathan.
And that's how you listen to the word. If you want to find out what the word means, click above that button where it says H5414. And then it gives you can also listen to it from there again. Gives you the pronunciation, the part of the speech is a verb, and it gives you all this information, the meaning of it. So if you spend your time doing this, you won't have a lot of time to sin. Now on the top you see three different arrows going on. I pressed on the top, on the very right, and it took me to the very top. If I click the arrow next to that, it takes you back to this first screen of the interlinear. If I click on the arrow with the line next to it, it takes you back to the first options. So here you have the interlinear, which is what I clicked on, the Bible comparison. So in Bible comparison, you have the various translations of Proverbs 31:31. NIV, CSB, King James, New King James Version, and that's how you look at that. And then you go back, and then to cross-reference this, I love this. Cross-reference, it tells you all the verses, like it will tell you the verses of where you see it says of the, and then it will give you verses pertaining to of the, and then and let, it will give you those verses. That is very, very useful, and I love that. And then text commentaries, it gives you all the commentaries, Pastor Chuck Smith, David Gusick, Matthew Henry. This is a free app, okay? So you can purchase other things, but these are all the free commentaries. And then the audio, video. So it gives you all the headphones mean here's the audio for this. And then you go back, and then you have the dictionaries. You have, and then I'll show you also how to download. So if you click on this, it gives you all the different, Easton. I love the Easton. And if you click on it, it gives you information on Adam, the city of. And then, so we're going to go back. And, I should show you with audio. Once you click on Proverbs, the audio, you're going to see
So
this.
we turn now to Proverbs 26
So
to
it's an hour and
begin
26 minutes
our
of Pastor
study
Chuck
this
talking
evening.
about Proverbs 26 through
The first
31.
12 verses of
Now, if
Proverbs
you want to pause, you just click the pause on the left and then play again.
26,
If you want to close on the very right side, you see close. And if you want to add notes, you can add a note for Proverbs chapter 31. And you can also, put whatever it is, today's date, whatever you want to, and then save. But I'm going to cancel that. Yes. I'm going to cancel that. Oh, and then here we have, the bookmark again. Say you wanted to bookmark. It's the same for the notes. You say, I want to bookmark 30 to 31, bookmark it. And then create, you can put it in general, click on general if you want to do that. But if you want to create, you put Proverbs, I'm going to just abbreviate that, 31, and create a folder. And then I can click that. And then now there are 2 verses because I selected it in Proverbs 31. And then if you wanted to manage, and let's say that edit button on the top right corner, that red thing means I want to have the option of deleting that, so I can delete it. Now, you can also share the verse and say what verses do you want to share, and then click on share, and then it'll give you options of sharing to the various social media apps that you have already downloaded or email. But we're not going to go into that right now. And then if you just want to copy, then to the clipboard. Remember, Blue Letter Bible gives you the option of copying to a clipboard, and every time you want to, you can write copy or append. And then, okay, so now I think we've gone through, okay, here's Audio Bible. If you want to just spend all day long listening to the Bible, you can go to the beginning of the chapter, and you see how it says narrate NIV 84 audio, or you can listen to the chapter. Click on that.
Chapter 31. The sayings of King
But it
Lemuel,
starts
an
where
oracle
you're at,
his
so
mother
you'd have
taught
to
him.
go to Proverbs
O my
chapter
son,
1
O
if you
son of
want
my
to listen
womb,
to the
O son.
entire chapter, and say, I want to listen to the whole thing, to the end of the book. So, or you can listen just 7 times. If you just want to listen to the chapter, Proverbs 31, it'll just, the chapter. Listen from Proverbs chapter 1 to the end of the book. You can go to the first. And then you can also remove highlight. If you've already highlighted, you can single underline, double underline. This is to help you read specific things that have popped out. You can highlight in various different colors. And then you can create a category and view all highlighted verses. And then at the bottom here, you have the star, which is if you want to look at your what your favorite verses. And then here next to that icon is the history icon. And so it tells you all the verses that I've looked at. And it gives you the time. And then at the top right, you can clear it. clear all history or keep history. You can, I just keep it, go back arrow, and then this little edit, it gives you edit my notes, and so you can edit it. First notebook, I just don't want to do anything with that, so I press the top, at the very top left, the arrow, and it brought me back to this screen. And then if I want to search Blue Letter Bible from there, I can do it from the very bottom or at the top. It gives you the search icons at the top or the bottom. And then if I click on the Blue Letter Bible, it gives you resources, Blue Letter Bible, visit the main website, daily reading, daily devotional reading. It gives you daily devotional reading, document reader, digital book reader, and about Blue Letter Bible, or donate. Because this is absolutely free, you can donate. And then Blue Letter Bible does something really nice. So if you're at verse 1, okay, on the right side, there are 3 icons. And the first of the 3 on the right is the 2 arrows. If you click on that, it scrolls down for you without you having to use your finger to scroll. And if you click on it again, it stops it. There's a question mark, so it gives you, this question mark icon gives you the information that I'm giving you right now. Click on it again, and it takes you back. And then on the very last, on the right side, the icon is the settings icon, and you can change the view. So I have it on Helvetica right now. So I clicked on the fonts, and now I'm making it into American typewriter, and I want auto font spacing. You can make it appear. You can change the size with that, or you can change it with this right here, or like that. You can do whatever you want. And then there's the reset. But let's take a look right now what it looks like. So this is the change that we made. That's kind of big, right? So we'll go to settings icon again, and then go to the font type text settings, and then reset. I'm resetting everything, and that was just a little too big. So let's take a look now going back, and that's probably much better, but I don't know about the font. I kind of like the Helvetica, so I'll keep it on that. And then the page margins, let's see what that looks like. So just play with it and see what you like. Okay, and just going to reset it. And the verse line break is on, and then word in red. So I like the red letters of Jesus when Jesus speaks, so you might want to click on that if you want that or not. And then these are all the other options. Verse numbers, yes, I like the verse numbers. Footnotes. Footnotes give you, whenever you see like a number or letter next to a verse or next to a word, at the very bottom it will tell you why it's there, some information on it. Bookmarks, hide. Off hides the bookmark markers when reading the Bible. And default to general bookmark. If you set that, it's going to just default to the general bookmarks. And then display biblical text. Show biblical text when displaying a list of bookmarks, highlights, paragraph markers. Hide is on or off. And display periscope, or off hides the periscope when reading the Bible. I'm not really sure what that is. Adjusting periscope fonts, off notes the marker when reading. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, so then color settings. So if you want to change the way your Bible looks, you can do that. Preview, and this is what that looks like. cancel. Color themes, highlight settings. You can add different colors if you want to do that. Theme selection. You can make your Bible look like any one of these selections if you want. Low light. So I've selected low light, and then I'm going to the default again, and there it's back to default. So play with it. Here, this is, here's the gesture selection. Tells you one finger swipe, swiping left and right with one finger changes chapter selection, and then 2-finger tap to tap simultaneously with 2 fingers. Toggle text in full screen mode. I don't think I've done that before. And then the 1-finger tap and slide along the right edge will enable verse jump mode. Let's see if that. And 1-finger tap in margins in the left margin will change the chapter selection. Okay, so I see I selected that you can scroll with just your finger. And so just play around with it and get to know it. Other settings. Scroll speed. You can increase the speed of how fast you want the scrolling to happen. And these are all the other options. But the most important thing is we want to go to Manage Bible. So right now, these are the Bibles that you have on the app. That it comes with it when you download it. But if you click on the Add Bible, you see all of these are free. You can select any one of these. And then, like ESV is good, download ESV. I like the NET2, the ASV2, and you can do any one, but I actually like these. And I love the NLT. Okay. And so now you have all of these options. And right now it's highlighted on New King James. But you can change that, and I showed you how to do that. That's the Manage Bible. And okay, I hope that helps. And then if you wanted to back up to restore and donate again, and then frequently ask questions, feedback. So I hope that helps you, and enjoy.